What is good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. JD here with yet another video for you guys. Now, I'm sure most of you are quite familiar with Nike by You, and that is a customization tool that Nike provides for some of their more popular models like the Air Force One. We also saw Nike provide this last year on the Nike Dunk High, and then we also saw them offer it on the Nike Dunk Lows. Except there was one little issue, and that was that the toe box could only be the same color as the mudguard, which was pretty annoying because it didn't allow you to, for example, have a white toe box with a different color mudguard like we have on some of the more popular dunk colorways. So that's why I didn't really bother back then creating a pair for myself. However, this year, Nike finally, at least for Europe, decided to unlock the toe box and give their users much more creative flexibility when it came to this model. So of course, I had to go ahead and make myself two colorways. We're gonna be getting into both of them in this video. I will be reviewing the Nike Dunk by You. So what is good, guys? To all of my long-term viewers, welcome back to the channel. And if you are new here, my name is Josh. I do sneaker reviews, all types of other sneaker content. If that is something you are looking for, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, give me a follow on IG too. Very active on there if you want more sneaker content and some more how to style sneaker content as well. So this video is going to be all about the Nike Dunk by You. I'll be showing you guys my two creations. I'll also be comparing them with a regular pair of Nike Dunks. How does the quality compare and the sizing? And I'll pretty much tell you or not whether the Nike Dunk by You is worth the price. So let's get into it. So Nike Dunk by You, at least in Europe, allowed its users to finally color the toe box whatever color they wanted, which opened up a wide array of possibilities. And now people could literally go on there, create themselves a pair of Nike Panda Dunks or even Kentuckys, also Syracuse Dunks. You could even make yourself a Varsity Red / Chicago Bulls colorway. And if you consider what these Panda Dunks and some of the other dunks I mentioned are selling for right now on the resale market, then the Nike Dunk by You was a great option because it allowed you to get these sneakers for a much more affordable price. I personally chose not to go that route. I didn't really want to make colorways that already existed, but I definitely think it makes perfect sense to do that, especially if you have been after a pair of Pandas for quite a long time. Also, I have no idea when or if this option will be available in the United States and Canada. I think it will be eventually, however, not so soon, and we'll get into why later in the video. But now let's get into the shoes. So as you can see, the box very different than a regular Nike Dunk box. You get this white box, it says Nike by You on the top, and then on the side label, it does say Nike by Joshua and my size, which is size 45 in Europe. Pretty weird to see that, to be honest, because nobody really calls me Joshua except my mom and now Nike, I guess. And now getting into my first pair, I gotta be honest with you guys, I completely messed this one up. So the way that these shoes have been restocking in Europe is that pretty much every night around 2 a.m., the Nike Dunk by You has been restocking almost daily, and they sell out almost instantly. So the only way you could actually cop yourself a pair is if you pre-make all your designs, have them ready to go, be logged into your account, and then at 2 a.m. add your size to cart and check out. The problem was that I created so many different designs, maybe like 10 or 15, and some of them were kind of incomplete. So the pair that I thought I ordered was supposed to look like this, which is a pretty simple two-tone colorway. We got this simple gray and white color blocking, but here's what I actually ordered. Yeah, as you can tell, that is not gray. It is actually purple up top, yet it has a gray outsole. So obviously this is one of those incomplete designs that I didn't actually mean to add to cart, but now I got them, so it is what it is. From what I heard, there is actually free returns with Nike by You, so I could obviously return this pair. But let's just talk about this colorway anyways. I do actually really like the colorway. It's like this faded purple color, and this purple color is officially called Amethyst Wave. And I gave it the classic color blocking that we see on the more popular two-tone dunks. Simple white on the toe, white on the mid panels, white on the tongue, the white Nike logo at the back. Yeah, of course I wasn't too creative with this pair, but I do really like that colorway. I haven't seen it yet on a pair of Nike Dunks. Unfortunately, there was no option to have a purple outsole as well. There was only a few options like gray, white, black, and I believe gum brown. In hindsight, I should have probably gone with a white outsole because the gray is obviously not really matching with this purple. But anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think of this first pair right here? I guess if I were to name these, I would probably call these the Dunk Low Grape. Let's move on to the next one because that one I am pretty happy with. And that is this pair right here. So as you can tell, I went a little bit crazier with the color combinations here. The main colors on this sneaker, it's like a dark red as well as this pink color. Officially, the pink color is called Matter Root and the dark red is called a Team Red. And this is just a much more cohesive shoe, of course, because the outsole actually does match the upper. I also threw on a white swoosh as well. Initially, I had a dark red swoosh, but I thought the white just made it look so much better. Threw on some white laces on there as well. The Nike logo on the back also done in that pink color. Yeah, I really like these. And if you guys haven't already guessed, the inspiration for this pair came from the Air Max 90 Bacon colorway. And that's probably exactly what I would call this shoe too if I had to give it the name, the Dunk Low Bacon. Really happy with how these turned out. They look really great on feet as well. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think of my second creation, the Nike Dunk Low Bacon? And for those of you who have actually received some of your pairs in hand, feel free to tag me on Instagram and I'll definitely repost some of the best ones. And also let me know which of these two colorways you guys like better. Now let's get into the quality of these pairs and compare it with a regular pair of GR Nike Dunks. So the retail price of these was 130 euros, so it's about 30 euros more expensive than a regular pair of Dunks. So what are you getting for that extra money? Are you getting a better quality pair? Well, kind of. So you guys can tell, at least on camera, that the upper seems to be made out of this tumble leather. However, I will say, feeling them in hand, this doesn't really feel like real tumble leather. It's almost like an artificially tumble leather. In fact, the upper feels quite synthetic. It does kind of have like a cheap feeling to it. However, I will say though, it is still better than your basic GR Dunks. Not like these set like a very high bar for quality. I've said this before, the quality on these GR Dunks, some of the worst materials I've seen Nike use on a shoe. The Dunk by You quality is definitely better, however, I wouldn't say it's good leather by any means. When it comes to sizing on these, so I would say you should get your true size in both the regular Dunks as well as the Dunk by Yous. If you guys have any kind of special edition Dunk, like for example, the Syracuse Dunks that came out last year, these Dunk by Yous fit closer to that. Because of the rather stiff leather on these general release pairs, I personally found them quite uncomfortable, especially along the sides. On the Dunk by Yous, the leather has a bit more give, it's a bit more flexible, which also makes it a bit more comfortable than your regular pairs. So that's another positive for these, but I will say for both of these pairs, go true to size. Now I mentioned that the Nike Dunk by You hasn't released in the States yet, and I'm not sure if Nike is in a rush to do that. The Dunk right now is still the most hyped model by Nike, and I feel like if they just made Dunk by You available to everyone, that would definitely decrease the hype on the Dunks. I mean, why would anyone want to be paying 180 or 200 for a pair of these when you can just go on the website and order yourself, make yourself one for a lot cheaper? This is why also the Dunk by You has been very difficult to cop even in Europe. Whenever they release, it sells out in pretty much minutes. So Nike is being very careful with how many pairs of these can be in circulation. What do you guys think? Should Nike actually do that? Should they make the Dunk by You available to everyone? I think Nike knows what they're doing. I don't see them making this widely available anytime soon, probably at least not this year. So overall, what are my thoughts on the Nike Dunk by You? Are they a cop or a drop? I think especially if you've been after one of the more popular colorways and you just haven't been able to cop them, then this option provides you a much easier way to get it for an even cheaper price than paying resale. And also the quality is not much better, but it is better. And there's some pretty cool color combinations you can make in there and really be creative with it. So I gotta say, for the price, the Nike Dunk by Yous, they're a cop. As always, let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think? Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel and for watching my videos. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you haven't already done so, and also a follow on Instagram would be much appreciated. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.